Today I'm going to finish up some hiking in Greenbrier in a place called Ted's Branch that I vowed to return to. And this is kind of the perfect day. It's early December and the temperatures are in the mid-60s. And I'm going to re-explore some of these areas I have already been to, but there's still areas that I wanted to check out. I'm getting kind of a late start. It's probably about 11:30 in the morning, so I only have about a good 6 hours of daylight. So I'm going to see how far I can get up here. But I'll still show you some of the things that I had found before, and try to explore some new areas. And just off Greenbrier Road, this little side trail, it actually forks. You can cross the creek up to the cemetery, and that's actually where we're going to go. But right now we'll just take a look at this chimney over here. It's only about 50 yards from this little intersection, and we may be coming back down this way, but just in case we find a different route, we'll take a look at it now. In the old chimney here just off Greenbrier Road is a double-sided chimney. This is the back side. Yeah, a real nice old spring house location. A wash tub. Rock hop this little creek right here. And then walk up the hill to the Whaley Cemetery. The old Whaley Cemetery. Just off Greenbrier Road. And the old chimney remains just above the cemetery. Not much left of this one though. And now the old roadbed is going to crisscross a couple times across Ted's Branch. And it's going to open up into this beautiful holler up in here. And here's the chimney after coming up Ted's Branch. Pieces of stove. What's this? The door to the stove at the chimney. Not sure what that is. And from the chimney, I'm just going to make a right-hand turn and continue to follow Ted's Branch deep into this holler. And a couple hundred yards up from the chimney, you'll see this little rise on the opposite banks of Ted's Branch, and right over here, we're going to step up there, and that's the foundation of an old outbuilding. Looks like probably it was an apple barn. I'll step across the little creek again. And here are the remains of the old outbuilding. And you can see it was dug into the ground, which makes me believe it was probably an apple barn here. A lot of orchards up here. And then we're going to continue to follow Ted's Branch. And there are other little hollers that you can follow up here, but they kind of just dead end, so we're just going to keep on following Ted's Branch. And then here's something you don't see very often in the Smokies. The actual remains of an outbuilding up here along Ted's Branch. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue up the holler a little bit. Not a lot up there, but there's one other unique feature up there we'll take a look at. And this little holler up here to the left, just past the old barn, is what I'm going to follow just for a little ways. And last time I was up here, curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to follow this line of quartz. You can see the quartz just keeps on going up and up the hill. It's a probably good 1/8 of a mile more, so just following this stuff like it was dropped by Hansel and Gretel. But if you go all the way to the top of this mountain, there's a big band of quartz exposed, and so over time this stuff just made its way down here. Alright, now I'm going to backtrack, go back to the first home site, and pick up another old road. And I'm back at the chimney, and this time instead of going right up Ted's branch, I'm going to head up this hill and pick up a old roadbed that you can see picks up right up here on this little ridge right here. I'm going to head over there. I was looking back down towards the area of the chimney. And here's the old roadbed. So check out this spectacular view of Greenbrier Pinnacle. Gorgeous. The old road's actually in pretty good shape here. Somebody come up with a pair of clippers and kept the path open. And after finally walking this old road through the rhododendron thicket, it'll finally open up over here to the left. And we're going to walk down this little spur here, and that's where the other barn location is. Not really much left of this old barn. Just kind of cool that it's even up here. What's left of it. Just some corner pieces here. This big tree fell across the road, so I have to walk around it here. Get back up on the road and keep on following it. And another old chimney. Not much left of it. And real close to this chimney here, some more remains of an outbuilding. Somebody told me this was a chicken coop one time. There's a little bit of it left, the corner piece, but you can still see some of the debris from the whole building still rotting away around it. But here's what's really left of it, the corner. And this is as far as I made it last time I was up here. So now this is all going to be all brand new to me. I'm going to keep on following the old road up here. Now the old road continues and drops onto a real deep, narrow holler here. And I think one of these gaps will take me up to James Ridge. I'll look at my map first before I do that. Wow, so beautiful up in here. Way up in the middle of nowhere. And I'm up in here somewhere. It's a little branch off of a little rhododendron. And if I continue following this up here, looks like I can hop on James Ridge and drop down a Greenbrier Ridge Trail. I'll just see how far it goes up here. There it goes. And here's the end of the holler. And it still keeps on going up here to James Ridge. I think I'll hike it for a way, but I think I may wind up just backtracking because the amount of time that I have to be out here. Alright, I'm heading up the steep mountain here. I'm just kind of get up here to have a look around. I came quite a ways up this hill. Finally starting to level off a little bit up here. Whew, invigorating. I finally crested over the top. Now I'm looking towards the Greenbrier Ridge Trail, and there's James Ridge Looks like for the most part you could probably hike this. I'm standing right at a place where something was nesting here. Got like claw marks or something. Oh, scratching. But the winter views are really nice up here. And instead of following James Ridge towards Grapeyard, I'm just going to beat around here a little bit. See what I can find. There's like a whole another cove down in there. Kind of a land of the lost. Probably doesn't see too much human presence there. That's a pretty big old growth tree. Lots of branches. It's getting a lot of sunlight. It gets really steep down there. Probably takes me back to the area it was where the barns and stuff were. It kind of turns into a thicket. So I'm just going to, this is where I'm going to start backtracking and go back completely the way I came and back to my vehicle on Greenbrier Road.